Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, and we bringing you another one of the competition Tuesdays. So we've been doing this now for about 2 years, but now this is something to where it's more important than ever that we start this back up. Now, Competition Tuesdays was started because it's always ways to improve your team, sometimes outside of just trades, because you hear that a lot with the Dallas Cowboy fans, to where we're clamoring for trades. We want trades. You can never beat us asking for a trade, but sometimes you can improve your team from within. So coming out of the Philadelphia Eagles game that we had Sunday, it's a lot of internal competition that can improve. So I did a slept on this show, and y'all are responding to it very good. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. I think it's some of my best work. I really mean that. So go check that out, where we dealt with some of the inches that we giving up. We giving up inches of politics, and we lost that game by inches. So why are we giving it up? So this gives us an opportunity to kind of talk about some of the internal competitions that can potentially improve the team. But I also have to be honest and petty, because I just got to. Just what it is. I'm going to be petty. Because I forgot to say something that I need to say right now, since we're talking about Competition Tuesdays. First of all, in terms of Competition Tuesdays, we said we was going to get a chance to see Dak Prescott versus Jalen Hurts head up. And if you coming out of that game still saying that Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott, you are smoking some of the best crack I've ever seen. Because the answer to the question, is Jalen Hurts better than Dak Prescott?
Oh, hell no!
It was obvious. See, now, if you want to be goofy and talk about just the end of the score and how the outcome was, yeah, of course, you can simplify it. But if you're looking at the type of balls that was being thrown, the creativity, the accuracy, the toughness, man, putting them balls side by side, shit. In terms of Competition Tuesdays, it's no competition yet. Now, Jalen Hurts is good, and he played good. The difference is good versus great. But, that was just me starting off petty. Now, y'all stay to the end, because I got something else to say about quarterbacks that's going to might surprise you on this Competition Tuesday. But on Competition Tuesday, another thing that I think we need to start seeing, and I mentioned this on the slept on it. In my opinion, on Competition Tuesdays, it's time to start ramping up Tolbert. I think it's time. Because Michael Gallup, just to me, in my eyes, it might not be to you, but to me, Michael Gallup is not looking, just in my eyes, like he is just head and shoulders above Tolbert. And I said this, I'm going to say this again. Whenever you get a younger player, especially a younger, cheaper player, right, that's playing just as good or has just as much potential as the older guy, you always go younger. So, and that's just what it is. So I would just want to see that, especially with some of these games that's coming up. Like, we've owned some of these teams that we get ready to play. It's time on Competition Tuesdays for us to really know for sure. Because I haven't fully given up on Michael Gallup. I've been upset a little bit, but I haven't fully given up on him. I feel like Michael Gallup is battle tested. He had his drop. It pissed me off, but he also made up for it. He got benched and everything. So I'm not all the way out, but on the competition thing, I would say ramp up Tolbert. Wouldn't you agree? So I want to get y'all thoughts on that in the comments. I want to hear what y'all got to say about that. But at this time, I think, Tolbert has earned it. And he has the eye of a dog. I can't explain it. But it's the energy that he has. He has that look of a killer. And I want him out there, man. Because I'm almost certain on what I'm seeing on that. Yeah, so anyway, getting back to some more Competition Tuesday candidates. I rose this yesterday as well, so I'm not gonna get too in depth on this, but I will say in terms of Competition Tuesdays, I want to see us ramp down Schoonmaker in the red zone, and I want to see us ramp up Jake Ferguson. I think that's a sneaky way to make us better, because obviously with a second round pick, those guys are going to be considered and should likely get ample opportunity to show what they can do. But at this point, we are midway through the season. So we've tested the Schoonmaker red zone. We've tested it. It's a good test, good theory. But now we got to gear up to try to win a championship. And you got to put your best players in places to where they can help the team. So Jake Ferguson, as of now, there should be no argument, unless somebody is full of pride. It should be no argument at this point that we have fully replaced Dalton Schultz as tight end 1. And I knew it was going to happen, and I'm not surprised, because we always do. Like, when was the last time we did not successfully transition tight end 1? Like, I don't have to go through that history, but yeah, we got a long history since when of just replacing tight end 1. So we got that. So since we know Jake Ferguson is, let me just ask y'all a question. And I want y'all to keep it real with me. Do you think we would have anybody taking Witten reps in the red zone?
Oh, hell no.
So what are we doing with Schoonmaker versus Ferguson in the red zone? So that's what makes me say, in a Competition Tuesday, we got to get greedy on not just who's the starter, who's getting the opportunities in the certain locations that can help this team. Who's getting it? Who's getting the opportunities in the certain locations that can help this team? That's what it's about. So another area, and I want to get y'all comments on that as well. If it's speaking to you. Another area of competition that, in my opinion, can improve this team. Now, I have 8 games to watch this now. I feel very strongly on what I'm getting ready to say. Some people not going to like this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think it's an opportunity to improve this team by ramping up the attempts to Rico Dowdle. Rico is growing on me a lot more. My only concern with Rico at this point is injury and his injury history. But I'm convinced more than ever that Rico is a natural football player and gamer. I've seen enough. He plays very free and is getting more and more free as he gets opportunities. This is not so much a Sam Pollard that's been playing bad, but in the Competition Tuesday, it's like, what can help my RB1 maybe even play better? See, a lot of people not gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it. One of the things that helped Pollard was Zeke. Oh, so y'all, ooh. Oh, we don't miss Zeke. See. No. See, I ain't say that. It was them sharing the load together was helping RB2. Yeah, them sharing the load together was helping RB2. And it's a long history of that. That's why Randall had a better average than DeMarco Murray. It's a long history, even in our own history of running back twos having better averages than RB1s. Yeah, same thing with Felix Jones and Marion Barber. It's a long history. But I'm saying it's an opportunity though for our backfield. Am I saying that we need to bench Tony Pollard? Absolutely not. And I'm not of the crowd that believe Tony Pollard is playing bad. I don't know what you're looking at if you think he is. I don't know what you're looking at. Tony Pollard to me is playing good. I'm liking RB1. He don't look like a super RB1 but he's a good RB1 to me. Now, if you think different, I wanna see your film evaluation. Well, I want to talk to you. I want to know. But I think on Competition Tuesday, I think you can make Tony Pollard better. Yeah. By taking a little bit of load off him. What made him so good is RB2. He was always what? Fresh. See, y'all don't want to say it. I'ma say it. It's different being RB1, isn't it? See, y'all thought that RB2 stats was go just transfer to RB1. See, it's hard to have that high ass average when you running in between them A gaps. Okay, it's different now, isn't it? Now we not gonna talk about no averages, are we? We not talking averages no more. We used to. We used to talk about, Pollard averages this and Zeke averages that. So we don't talking averages no more? Okay, yeah, I see why. Because we got us a new, because he playing RB1. So them average numbers go down, don't it? Y'all ain't gonna play with me. I'm keeping it real today. I'm speaking my mind.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
But I'm gonna continue because this is Competition Tuesday, so I got to get to some other competition points. Now this is a big one. Some of y'all ain't gonna want to hear this, but we need to see some competition too at linebacker. See, because I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all making it real safe for LVE to come back, ain't you? But it's time, man. So you mean to tell me Evans been in here now about 4 weeks and you have not developed even one package that fit him? There is not one situation that ideally fits him. That has, something about that has a politics smell. It's a it got a smell to it. It's the typical Dallas Cowboys to where now all of a sudden, cause see, I remember when LVE was playing, y'all was rotating Clark. Now he can't get out the game now. Now there's no package. See, cause I'm gonna tell you, I've experienced politics. I'm gonna tell you a story. I had a defensive coordinator that was tripping when I was playing for the University of Houston. He was I can't stand him to this day. I promise if I saw him and we was in a dark room and I could get away with it, I would slap him. I would. But he was hating on me. So we had a co-defensive coordinator that liked me and told me straight up it was politics against me. My own coach told me, right? Politics against me. Brian Broaddus call it a sponsor. You a sad ass organization where you need a sponsor. Let me say that first before I get into this. You a sad organization to where you got to have somebody vouching for you in order for you to have opportunities. What happened to the eye in the sky, not line? Why don't we listen to the film that's in the sky? Why we got to have a damn sponsor? I just want to say that real quick. Because see, any organization where you need sponsors, that mean that organization don't trust their eyes. But let me go back to my story real quick. So he told me, that I was basically getting hated on. But this is what the co-D coordinator did. He created packages for me. He sure did. He did. And went right to the head D coordinator and said, hey, these packages, this is for Marcus. He fit this. Yeah. It's sad that my coach had to do that, but that's what he did. He created packages. So you mean to tell me there's literally no package that fits Evans? Nah, Dallas Cowboys, you can do better. And let me tell you something. Clark has a lot of athleticism. He is a raw, gifted athlete. But I'm going to tell you, he need a better example than LV. Oh, y'all don't want to hear me say it, but I'm going to say it. He need a better example. Y'all need to put somebody in front of him that show him how to go downhill. Maybe he is not the athlete, I'm talking about Evans, that Clark is. Maybe he's older and long in the tooth. Cool. But you can still show me the way. Because cause see, y'all ain't gonna tell it, but I'm gonna say it. LVE, ever since he's had his neck surgery, has never showed the downhill toughness that you need for middle linebacker. Never. Now, we saw it as a rookie. We haven't seen it since. We have not seen it at all. So that's a reason in itself that you should create some packages for Evans. But see, Dallas Cowboys, you got to get rid of your bastards versus sons philosophy to where all you want to do is play your drafted guys. The Dallas Cowboys got to be the only damn team in the world that only want to win a Super Bowl with guys they drafted. Like, oh man, it's just not good enough for you to come in and compete. Now you got to be drafted. But moving on to Competition Tuesday, because I did know, and I did say early when Trayvon Diggs went down that I was not concerned about corner 1 nor corner 2. I did not blink at all. I didn't. I always said Bland played like a first rounder, so why are we worried? And I asked the question when Diggs went down. I said, okay, if we lost Diggs and for any reason and drafted the best first round corner, would anybody be concerned about the future of corner? When I asked it like that, everybody was like, nah, I wouldn't be concerned. It's the same thing with Bland. So obviously we good, and Gilmore, even though he getting long in the tooth, he's also still good. I'm not concerned about corner 2. The problem is corner 3. This is another one of those times to where the Dallas Cowboys, because I know we go talk about other guys that could step in. Israel, who plays some corner. But before we even talk about Israel, let's not forget about another bastard that's still on the team. Y'all remember Noah? See, Noah was a former first rounder. Wouldn't this be a time for us to see if he could hold down the slot? Yeah, because we saw the Eagles targeting Jordan Lewis. And I've always liked Jordan Lewis. But my personal like of Jordan Lewis shouldn't override competition that can improve this team. And I would want to see it, wouldn't you? I want to see. Isn't this a good time to see what the free agents that we acquired can do? We got some games coming up to where this is a good time to test that, wouldn't you say? So we blew out the Giants the first time, 40-0. I'm not predicting another blowout. I'm not going to disrespect the Giants like that. It can be a competitive game. This the NFL. It get crazy. Anything can happen in the NFL. But if we start getting control to where it look like it's obvious we getting ready to win, why wouldn't we sprinkle in some guys that we should get some film on to see do they actually make us better? And I'm talking about guys with NFL experience. We ain't talking about no rookies. We talking about guys that might have something else left in the tank that can improve this team. That's why Competition Tuesdays is so important. That's why we can't rest on our laurels and just be like, it's okay. We almost be Philly, moral victory. Let's just run it back. No, it ain't just about running it back. Because if I run it back, I want to run it back better. But I promised y'all at the end that I was gonna throw a nice little curveball. I haven't forgot. I'm gonna keep my promise. It's one more thing of competition Tuesdays that I want to see. I hope y'all ready for this. I want to see Trey Lance. Yeah. See, because some of y'all, I can already just hear some of y'all being goofy in your mind. I can already just hear the goofiness. Y'all think I want to see Trey Lance because of Dak? No. I want to see Trey Lance. Yeah, I need to show Goofy real quick. For anybody that thought that you goofy as hell. I want to see Trey Lance because we've already seen Cooper Rush. We know what Cooper Rush is. He's gritty. He's tough. He's tough-minded. He's steady. He's always been that way. So we know what he is. We don't know what Trey is. And sometimes if you get a chance to improve the roster wherever it is, you do it. Because you never know when you might need it. Y'all know what happened, because I'm going to recall history. It was a time to where Wentz was the MVP leading candidate. Looked like he was getting ready to run away with it. It was his. And then in week 15, Wentz hurt his knee diving in the end zone. And guess who needed to step in? Foles. We know what happened. Foles, but see, we got to go back in time and think about what really happened. They got a warm-up game with Foles, and it was bad. It was trash. It was... It was trash. Some of y'all hate this noise, but on week 17, they was able to play Foles, and they tried to make him play in a similar offense to Wentz, and it was bad. So going into the playoffs, they knew we need to change our offense some. We need to make it more friendly to Foles. But if they wouldn't have had the forethought, and we talking about the Eagles, to go ahead and have the best QB2 they could have, they wouldn't have had a one little funky ring that they have now. So when I'm looking at competition Tuesdays, we don't need to, none of these guys should be comfortable. Not Cooper Rush, not Jordan Lewis, yeah, not Clark, yeah. Everybody going after week 8 should now start feeling like my job could be on the line. Not Michael Gallup. We have chances to improve an already good team from within. So yeah, the next time if we blow out a team, why would anybody want to see Cooper Rush? This is the perfect time to see Trey Lance. This is the he's been in the offense now over 5 weeks. Okay, now, Junior, it's time for you to take the test. The next time we blowing out a team, we need to prepare QB2, because you never know what could happen with your QB1, and you still want to have a chance for it all, even if we lose our main guy. Because we might, who's to say what could happen? Remember, last year, Philly lost Hurts for about 3 games at the end of a season. No, I need to know right now what Trey Lance can do. So yeah, man, this is Competition Tuesday, and we gonna keep doing this because now at this time, we have some opportunities to improve from within. Y'all also come back because we have the final word coming up, and I'm very interested in that because I haven't talked to anybody from the final word after the Philly game. So it's gonna all be fresh and hot. We do that on purpose too. We intentionally don't talk. So when we do talk, it's spontaneous and it's real. So y'all also come back for that, the final word, man. But other than that, it's your boy Boss Cowboy Sports giving you measured Kool-Aid on Competition Tuesdays. If y'all have any other ideas that I didn't think of, leave it in the description. Leave a comment. I want to know it. Also, make sure you like and share and subscribe to this channel. We ramping back up again. Keep in mind, it was a lot of work to launch new shows. It's a lot of work. So we back in the routine again of giving y'all these type of videos. So y'all just, stay up. We constantly improving. And I want to hear y'all thoughts. I want to hear y'all thoughts on other ways that we can improve. So through competition. Other than that, it's your boy Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Love, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the 2nd grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Cause hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, grand to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a boat.